Fellas, let's get to the West Region. Let's roll through this one quick if we can. We got North Carolina against Howard or Wagner. I don't see the 116 upset happening here. Do you?
Nope, Carolina.
At the other end of the bracket, Dan Monson, Long Beach State. He's been fired, and he's got his team in the NCAA tournament. Can they pick off the Wildcats?
No, they can't. But as you're walking off the floor, Dan Monson, I would do a lot. Have fun this week, Dan Monson, at your press conferences. Give it. You're too classy to do it. But you know what? Screw the Long Beach State people that fired his ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke. That's a joke, man. Screw the Long Beach State people that fired him, and then he took his kids to the NCAA tournament. Wait until the end of the year. Long Beach State covers the 19.5.
Yep. All right. So this is going to be the really interesting one. Mississippi State and Michigan State. Fanta, I know where I'm going with this. I think I know where T.O. is going with this, but I'm going to let you be the deciding vote here. Mississippi State or Michigan State? Who gets to the second round?
The Bulldogs wear down Michigan State. Sparty is fraudulent. Mississippi State will guard at a very, very high level. Hubbard and Toulouse-Smith will both lead the way. Chris Jans is very difficult, I feel, to prepare for in an NCAA tournament game because of the level of physicality. By the way, Chris Jans 2 years ago beat UConn when he was at New Mexico State. First four last year, they played Pitt. Is memory serve me correct? They lost, but then they didn't have a good night. I'm always concerned a little bit about their offense, but I do like Jans in this spot. I know it's against Izzo, but Michigan State's offense is not very good, nor deep, nor consistent. That plays right into Mississippi State. The Bulldogs use their SEC muscle and find a way. I like Miss State.
Well, I know that's going to be a clean sweep. I know what you're going here, T.O., and I know what you're going to do in the next round as well. So I'm going to let you say your Mississippi State piece then, and I'm going to go to you on Grand Canyon St. Mary's. Can the Gales hold off the 12-seed Antelopes?
Tyan Grant Foster is a really good player for Grand Canyon. He's an NBA level player. He transferred 3 or 4 times. I can't remember where all it came from, but he did get to play.
JUCO to Kansas to DePaul to Grand Canyon.
And he never got to. Yeah, he never got to play. There was something with an injury concern or something like that.
He got to Grand Canyon. The first half of his very first game at halftime, he had a heart attack and had to get taken to the hospital and revived. And then he did it for 2 years. Goes to Grand Canyon, is the WAC Player of the Year, is an All-American. And I got a spoiler alert for you guys. He's going to play for a very long time in the NBA. He's going to end up being a first-round pick. And after, ready for this, he picks off St. Mary's and does maybe something in the second round, he's going to be a lottery pick. That is my boldest prediction when it comes to players in this NCAA tournament. He is, as the kids say, different, T.O.
He's very good. He's very good. He's got size to score. St. Mary's guards, they have good guards. I do think it's possible that Grand Canyon wins this one. Not only that, if it's close, St. Mary's can't shoot free throws for crap. So, that worries me. So I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Grand Canyon as well. I like
Go
Grand
Lopes,
Canyon.
baby. Go Lopes. Yeah. Fanta, I'm sorry you don't get a vote in this one. You have been outvoted. You've been voted off the island.
And I disagree with that. I like St. Mary's.
Oh, too bad. Too bad.
But
I'll give you your say on Alabama Charleston. You can start this one off. Can our city pick off Roll Tide?
Yes, they can, and yes, they will.
Oh,
yes, they will.
Winning?
They are.
You got Charleston?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Charleston is 20-0 when they score 80 points. I like the Cougars. You know why? Ante Berzovic, Ben Burnham, the toughness that they play with. Charleston's better defensively than Alabama is. Charleston's going to guard a little bit more. You know why? They got a coach. Pat Kelsey's got his group. They've been here before. He's got guys who were here last year. They were in position to beat San Diego State. Do you know how much harder it is to score against San Diego State than it will be against Alabama? I think this matchup plays right into Charleston's hands. I don't trust Alabama defensively. Berzovic is a nightmare. You know why? He's a good big man who can pass, T.O. Give me the Cougars.
All right, that's a sweep right there. We got Charleston winning. For the record, I think Alabama gets this done. I just think that they have the athleticism advantage here, and the defense won't be as much of an issue. But I've been voted off the island. T.O., we got a loaded one here. Fanta picked New Mexico to the Final Four in the preseason. You are a Clemson alum. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one.
Clemson alum.
You are also a Mountain West guy. You're a Mountain West dude. I don't think you can be a Mountain West guy. Big East
I'm a
guy,
massive massive Mountain West guy. Massive Mountain West guy.
Hit me with it. Clemson, New Mexico, your boys. Would you dare pick against Brad Brownell?
The matchup to watch is PJ Hall against Nelly Jr. Joseph.
Yes, it is.
And then that's the one to watch. I think the Tigers have the advantage over New Mexico there. Here's where I think New Mexico has the advantage over Clemson is guard play. Chase Hunter has not been as good as what a lot of people thought he was going to be. He's still been fine. He's not been as good as what a lot of people think. Joe Girard and Chase Hunter have their freaking hands full. And look, New Mexico's not going to be – they're not going to get overly complicated. But this game reminds me of the same game 6 years ago when Clemson played Auburn, and they beat the brakes off of them because they defended, and they did a lot of good things in isolation basketball defensively to throw Auburn off their game. I'm going to go Clemson in this one, and it doesn't feel good at all. I'm just throwing that out there. It doesn't feel good at all. So I'm going Clemson, and it doesn't feel good.
I thought you were going to do it. Fanta, are you sticking? Are you riding with your boys?
New Mexico swarms the basketball. They're more talented at the guard slots. If Nelly Jr. Joseph avoids foul trouble, that is a big key because if Hall can get him into foul trouble, that could change the game. Joe Girard's got to hit at least 3 threes in this game for Clemson to have a shot. But Richard Pitino, you called me crazy. Guess what? I am crazy about you.
Hey, Richard Pitino's the best interview ever. Like at the beginning of the year, I did them in Utah State at the beginning of conference play. I was like, "Hey man, Donovan Dent's pretty good." He goes, "Yeah, we haven't played anybody." It's like obviously the guy is great. Like, and he was really like. How about the fact that they were sick? Like Donovan Dent was super sick, couldn't play in the championship game at Mountain West, and they still beat San Diego State.
And Jamal Mashburn was banged up. Like every time I turn on the Mountain West game, he's got like a heating pad on his back. He's getting his ankle retaped. Like, yeah, good for them.
It's a coin, and this one is a true coin flip. This is going to be a great game. This is going
to be PJ Hall's coming out party nationally. He's going for 30, 15, 5 assists, 4 blocks. He's going to bang home 3 threes. And T.O., as much as he wants to pretend to be a Mountain West guy, he's going to put on his Terrence Oglesby doesn't know anything about Clemson basketball t-shirt, and he's going to be celebrating because the Tigers are getting to the second round of the tournament. Can Colgate beat Baylor, Fanta? Any chance they can do it?
Oh, I mean, they have a chance because Coach Langle runs a system that's predicated on attention to detail and high percentage shots. And when you look at Baylor and the team that they've had this year, they're not a great defensive group by any means. They're up to the top 65, but to me, Baylor just has more individual talents that will lead them to this win. So I like Ray J. Dennis and Jacoby Walter. Just be too much. Baylor too athletic in this game.
Yeah, spoiler alert, T.O. I'm taking Baylor, so we're going with that one right here.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Nevada, Dayton. Can I go first on this one? I'm just going to say, as much as I love Dayton, as much as I love Deron Holmes, the fact that they are banged up, they got some guys that they already lost Malachi Smith. Javon Bennett's been banged up. They got other pieces banged up. They're relying a little bit too much on Kobe Brea. I think Nevada gets this done. Jared Lucas, Keenan Blackshear are going to be too much. T.O., you just watched these teams play out in Vegas. Nevada? What do you got? Back me up.
Yeah, I got Nevada. They got a guy named KJ Himes, who's a 6th or 7th year senior, who's going to be able to bang with Holmes. And then on top of that, they have a guy named Nick Davidson, who I think is really, really good. He is really good. So give me Nevada in that one. And I think Nevada was woefully overseeded.
You think they were overseeded? Like,
what are they, a 7?
No, Nevada's. You mean Dayton?
Dayton. Sorry, Dayton was woefully overseeded. Sorry for saying that. I meant Dayton.
I tend to agree. I want to start at the bottom. We'll end up with you at the top for your Mississippi State spiel, T.O. Nevada, Arizona, Fanta. Can the Wolfpack get it done? The Fighting Steve Alfords, can they get to the Sweet 16 here?
They actually could get it done, but they won't. I just think that Arizona is too much to me for this is Tommy Lloyd's time, right? Last year, if we weren't talking about Purdue, we'd be talking about Zona seeking redemption. I just think that Caleb Love and if Kylan Boswell plays to the level that he's capable of, which he's capable of a big level. Pele Larson
has been good.
Has been really good for this team.
Yeah.
Arizona to the Sweet 16.
T.O.?
Yeah, Arizona.
All right.
Don't underestimate Keyshawn Johnson in the NCAA tournament. That guy knows what a big-time play looks like. He makes them. He makes timely plays. You'll feel his value on the floor for Arizona. They won't get rattled because Keyshawn's been on the big stage.
Let me tell you about our newest partner for the month of March, Splash Sports, the home of certified community competition, where you get to play against your friends and not the house. Whatever game it is that you are playing, from survivors to tiers to pick X, the safest way to play for real money without the hassle of having to track down deposits or worry about payments is through Splash. They have partnered with PaySafe, the best deposit and payment system in the world, to ensure that money stays in safe hands and is delivered to the right places. To join the Field of 68 Survivor Madness, click the link in our profile below and join in. Entries are $5 a pop with a prize pool of up to $4,500. Winner take all. Join Splash and come prove that you're smarter than us. And just for the record, the last time we saw Caleb Love in the NCAA tournament, he was playing in a national championship game.
That's right.
Clemson, Baylor. Your Tigers got a chance in this one, T.O. Yes or no?
I would pick Baylor probably.
Baylor?
Fanta?
Yeah.
Well, I've got New Mexico over Baylor to pull it off. But for the sake of this argument, Baylor.
All right. I got Baylor too. New Mexico got voted off the island. New Mexico, by the time we get to the second round, they're down there in the Bahamas with
They're
T.O.
still on my island. They're still on my island. They really are.
Grand Canyon, Charleston.
That'd be awesome. If
that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome if that happens.
I'm taking Grand Canyon. Tying Grant Foster. I think there's an argument that you can make that he might be the best player in this region in this tournament.
Okay, if that happens, Bryce Drew's going to get a better job, right?
Grand Canyon's a really good job.
It's a really good job. It's a really good job.
And I think there's going to be a lot of people that look at, he's got the best job in a bad league, and then the last time we saw him in a power conference, he pulled it to Paul and went 0-18 when he was at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, there was a lot to do with that, though.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's a cesspool right now. Who's the right guy at Vanderbilt?
I can pick a couple.
Yeah, we all know who it is. Yeah, but still, the thing is, the next hire is a guy that's different from what they've had recently. A guy that's going to roll up his sleeves and say, "Screw you, I'm winning," and they haven't had that test.
Grand Canyon, Charleston. Who you got, Fana? Back me up.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's Grand Canyon if I'm picking between the two teams.
Yeah, go Lopes, baby.
We got the Lopes. We got the Lopes in what, the Elite Eight?
Not yet. It's the Sweet 16 right now. All right. Clear out. ISO. 1-4 low. T.O. You got the rock. Cook, baby. Mississippi State, North Carolina. What happens here?
I actually like Mississippi State here, guys. I know that.
Me. You're the second person. Oh no, not the second person. It's the same person. You had this on our show last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you have that?
I think Josh Hubbard is an irrational confidence guy, and he matches up well with the guard. He matches up well with the guards that North Carolina has, And then on top of that, Tolu Smith's a bad boy. And we just saw Armando Bacot have trouble with another big man in the ACC championship game who could score. You have a big man who can score. You can give North Carolina trouble. I think there's enough there. So I'm going to go Mississippi State because Chris Jans is going to control the boards as a team. And I think they're tough enough defensively. But
Kevin B in the YouTube chat said T.O. lost his virginity in Starkville, so this is a sentimental pick. Fanta, are you going with North Carolina? Make your argument.
Not true. Not true. However, I did help build a Chipotle down in Starkville, so there you go.
Congratulations. Love Chipotle. They don't sponsor us.
Well,
they don't. Love Chipotle.
We haven't had all 4 number 1 seeds make the second weekend since 2019. Right? We've had a number 1 lose each of the last 3 tournaments. This certainly is one of the better chances. So, if you want to look at history. But Armando Bacot and RJ Davis are on a mission. And North Carolina has more scoring sources. If Harrison Ingram can show up, if Cormac Ryan can make some perimeter shots, that could soften up the Mississippi State defense just a tad. Give me Carolina.
Yep. I'm not mad at that.
I'm with T.O. Chris Jans, the Bulldogs. I think that North Carolina this year, as opposed to the last couple seasons, is built a little bit more on being tough and physical and playing defense. And I think that is directly playing into Mississippi State's hands. Give me Mississippi State. Last time I saw Chris Jans in the NCAA tournament, he broke my heart with 12 seed New Mexico and Teddy Buckets. And I think this year we're going to see Josh Buckets go nuts. Mississippi State and Grand Canyon in 8 and the 12 for the right to go to the Elite 8. T.O., who wins this game? How do we end up with Mississippi State and Grand Canyon?
Because that's how brackets work, baby.
For playing for a chance to get to the Elite 8. Yeah, can it be the Bulldogs? Is Jans going to the Elite 8? What do we got?
It's Jan's going to the Elite 8, baby. Stark will stand up. Hey, here's my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm looking at our chat beside Tar Heels for life. Thinks we made a bad pick. No shit that you thought we made a bad pick.
Evan says, if you think Arizona is better than UNC, you clearly haven't watched basketball.
Let me tell you something, Evan. I have watched more basketball this year. I can promise you I've watched more than just your favorite team.
Fanta, who you got, Mississippi State or Grand Canyon?
I mean, if this happens, that is just absurd. But it's like this is just it. We are filling out these brackets. Does anybody feel like when they're filling out the bracket, they're like, this is pointless. I'm going to rip it up on Friday.
Yeah. Every time.
Mississippi State, Grand Canyon, I just feel like at that point, Mississippi State would have an incredible level of belief and would be able to guard Tyon Grant Foster and take him away. They're so disruptive. And so somehow I'm talking myself, I'm going to take the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's Mississippi State. They have Cam Matthews and they have DJ Jeffries and they have pro length and athleticism and defensive guys to be able to deal with Tyon Grant Foster. If you take him away, I don't know if there's enough. They got other dudes, the Harrison kid. Why are people sleeping on the white boys? Okay. Mississippi State. Arizona Baylor. Baylor.
Did you see the latest comment? This Kevin says, T.O. literally doesn't own a TV. He's never seen a game. He spends his time on the Chinese crypto markets, trading between 2 and 5 a.m.
Fair enough. There you go.
Are you a Chinese crypto trader?
I'm not.
No,
I am very creative. That is very creative. That is very creative. Well done.
CZ Binance, his real identity has been.
I forgot about that.
That's right.
It is
That's
amazing.
A year ago.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing that you tweeted throughout the NCAA tournament as
CZ Binance.
I'm just going to grit my teeth and get through this. That's what happened. And then the day after the national championship game, I got my handle back. The day after.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right.
I got 12,000 followers. I went from 9,000 to right around 7,500 and then had to re-jump it after I got my name. It was damaging. Fucking
Kevin B said, I miss CZ. That was my guy. Me too.
Yeah.
I don't like T.O. T.O.'s just okay.
Yeah, T.O.'s just mediocre.
Fanta. Arizona or Baylor?
Almost unfollowed when I went back to regular TO.
What about, I mean, Arizona Baylor, first off, would be an incredible, incredible game.
Big 12 game next year.
Yeah, Big 12 game next year. I mean, what a Sweet 16 game that would be. I lean Arizona. I just don't. I think that Umar Ballo could cause issues for Baylor. I think that Larson, his composure here, love his ability to knock down perimeter shots and get hot. And Baylor, like, I just have trust issues with their lack of defensive ability that make me say Arizona. Arizona checks off all the boxes to be a great tournament team. Now they just got to do it. Like, you're top 12 in both offensive and defensive efficiency. You've got great guard play. You got a capable wing. You got experience at the 4. You got a capable 5-man. I just think Tommy Lloyd is going to the Elite 8.
T.O.?
Arizona.
Good. That's what I had to. Arizona, Mississippi State. Anyone against Arizona here?
Doster shoots his free throws underhanded. I'm going Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, Mississippi State went as
If they get to the Elite 8, dude, there's a party in Starkville, and I'm
There's
going.
no way that they're getting to the Elite 8. No freaking way.
I'm going.
What is a party in Starkville like to you? That sounds like a blast.
It's out in the middle of a cow pasture.
Every time you chug a beer, you got to ring a bell.
You got to ring a bell, or you better bring your whiskey.
Yep.